Hi guys, welcome to Freaking Jeep. My name's John and I created all this mess and I forgot I was supposed to take a picture of those Jeeps for a guy. Well, I'll do that on the way out. We're starting at this sawmill today. I'm not getting into a whole lot because it's over 100 degrees here. It's bouncing 101, 99, 101, 98. It's floating up and down. There's a little bit of a breeze, so it's not too bad. Yes, I'm staying hydrated and all that stuff. I'm drinking straight alcohol. Nah, I'm kidding. Some of you might take that serious. Probably should though to be out here. Done a lot of little mouse things, this, but I'm not getting into anything big. But I had a package come today. Oh, there was one thing that I wanted to say. I was watching Mike Morgan, good guy, watch him, he does a lot of good things, and he was spraying down a saw blade with, I think he was using diesel fuel. I said, I don't know, I emailed him, said I've been doing that for years. It keeps the blade nice, and do you have to do it? No, but you know, when you get a real high humidity day after a cold night and up and down, it'll get condensate rust on it, and I kind of don't want it. That blade's now a couple years old, so it's doing pretty good. The reason I started back here, like I was getting ready to say, is because I wasn't smart enough to get the tripod in the front. Like I said, I don't have a movie, but I got a package today. And so we're gonna mess with it a little bit. We're gonna unwrap it. Everybody likes to unwrap packages on YouTube. We'll get out the old trusty knife, a knife. This one here. Now what you guys don't know, if you're new here, this is made out of an old saw blade, and I don't know if this will focus in good enough that you can see the lines on the curves on the saw blade. You might be able to see them better on that side. Likes to rust though. I keep it oiled too. My brother-in-law made that for me. It's got a teak handle on it. Let's get back to task in hand, because you know me, my brain goes everywhere. Well, what little brain I got. I guess I didn't look to even see if that was in there. Oh, I got some cardboard. Got some paper here. Now this is one thing I don't think the FedEx man could mess up. But I think it might have come UPS. I got to put this back into its sheath. I had a special made leather sheath for this thing, and the first week I had it, I lost it. I guess it dropped out of the Kubota someplace or something. Oh, look at this. I got a silver thing. Oh my goodness, this thing's heavy. Hey, you got to put it together. Oh, that's terrible. I didn't think I had to put it together. I hope there's a piece coming out in there. My goodness, this thing, oh yeah, there it is. I guess there's probably instructions. Looks pretty nice. Wasn't planning on putting it together though. But I guess it had to use a bigger box. It cost me more shipping, even though it was the same amount. I kind of wanted it in a PV because you can stab it in the ground and not lay it up on something. Nothing here except for mess. Looks pretty healthy. I guess if you want to know how much it weighs, you'll have to go to Log-Right. It is a Log-Right. I have no affiliation. I paid for this with my own, I don't know what earned money. I guess I earned it. Man, they got some nice weld there. It looks all right. Got a locking nylon threaded nut. What do you think? Try it out this way first? Kind of don't think that would work. Might though. Yeah, I do everything else backwards. Don't know if it opens up big enough. Might have to order another hook. It might be the biggest hook that comes with it. I don't know that either. I don't know nothing, guys. But it looks like it might do the job. I guess there's nothing else in here. I don't see nothing important. Probably more instructions or something. Yeah, instructions. What would any grown man want to do with those? I don't know about that. Let's see, what size are those? Looks like 9/16 or 5/8. I might not have oh, there's a 5/8. Might be 2 9/16 too. Don't know, we're gonna find out. I guess you guys are still there. I guess, yeah, you've been in most of it, I guess. That's trouble without having a Let's see. Yeah, that's about a 9/16. That's about a 9/16. Lucky I brought two. Sometimes these nylon jobbers are a little bit bigger than the regular. Okay, that's tight, but it still moves good. That isn't a problem. I guess I could put it a hair tighter. They got it exactly the length you need. That should be good. Put all this nice stuff back. And you guys know the reason I got this because I got those big logs over there. So we'll see how it bites. This thing, they say it's up to a 42-inch log. We're gonna have to measure this log and see how it bites down onto it. Put my rake away. I was cleaning up. I had a lot of cleanup back here to do. And I'd work for about an hour, and then depending on how hot I am, I stop working for about an hour. And then I work for about an hour and then stop working for an hour. So I'm not overdoing it. If you're getting ready to say you're overdoing it, I hope you can hear me over there. If not, and the deer don't know what they're doing. There are two little Bambies back here, real itty bitty, probably only a couple weeks old. Let's see, this way here it is 20, ooh, that's a wet crayon in it. 27. What's this one? This one looks like it's bigger. This one's a 28 and a half. For all you pith lovers, here's the pith. And we'll mark it in this one too. Way off center, isn't it? So let's see how it grabs onto it. I'm not going to try to roll it. Well, I could roll this first one if I get in. I probably won't. That's the bottom cut there, so that's a bigger one. This is actually upside down from what it's supposed to be. Daggone, I hate when I do that. I like the small end at this end because if you cut into here, then you know you got cut back there, number one. Number two, because I don't have air dogs or air tapers or hydraulic, all that kind of stuff, I have to walk down to the other end. So it doesn't make any sense to put this other than stupid. That's all it amounts to. Let's see. I can't see what it is up and down. Been working on the other mill, still working on those things. We're at 23 that way, so it is an oblong log. Let's see if this thing can snag onto it. Put that back there, put that back there, so I only lose it once or twice. Here I come. Sometimes I think, ouch, this thing's heavy for this old boy. Now you got to remember, round logs roll. It's when you get a flat on it, you can't roll it, and that's why they call it a cant, from the way I understand things. But if it's, this end's going to roll faster than that end. Oh my goodness, this bad boy is heavy. It got it though, didn't it? It's still got, because it's oblong, it's going to be a little bit hard to pull. But I'm getting out, you can't see, I'm getting out on it. I don't know where to put you for the best shot. I guess here, I got some blockage on the other side. I got to move it. Well, maybe I'll take you over that side, then you can kind of see it. Because it's oblong, it's going to go whoomp, whoomp, whoomp down the road anyway. I got that cable in there. I guess I'll just get these out of the way. I'm gonna put you down because it's a lot easier doing stuff like that with two hands than one hand. This is a piece of that cedar. This is a piece of that poplar. That needs to go over someplace. This is a real thin piece of poplar where I screwed up on that cut, where I cut with the log wasn't all the way against the wall. Oh, come on. Boom. That's that kind of neat piece there. So I think this has got got a pretty good spot for you to watch me do something. I'm not sure, but I don't want it to go whoop, whoop, whoop all the way down to the track, so I'm going to put some blockades down here, but I can get it down pretty far. Plus, like I said, I still have to metal detect it. It was a in the woods tree blown down in a storm. Man, I'm trying to think. Last October, some of those big ones from out front. The reason I'm putting a couple sets of these on is we had almost a runaway the other day. All right, let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, it got right past that. Now it's stuck on the, it come down on the daggone thing. Yeah, I can roll it. That wasn't too bad. This is the fast side, so it's good that this one's behind that side. I'm not gonna pull it again. So far, this might be the ticket. I don't want to roll that one until I metal detect it and then roll it, because I don't need to do any extra rolling. That thing is, I think it's 78 inches tall. I'm about, I don't know, this thing might be 90 inches tall. You know, I'm only 5 feet tall, 4 feet tall. Anyhow, if you want any information on that thing, I wouldn't jump at it real quick. It cost a couple $100 in shipping. I don't know what it was. But wait and see how it works here before you go jumping into getting one of those. And if it works good here, because you know that's what I use to move the logs with, then I kind of recommend one. After I get these metal detected, I might throw one on the mill for after dinner tonight. That's when the sun goes down and it gets pretty nice and cool. So that's it here for here. Now I'll show you what I'm working on the big mill. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to stop by those Jeeps. Somebody wanted to look at those Jeeps. Somebody else wanted to see something. I showed them the Sawdust drag. I showed somebody the Sawdust drag, but somebody wanted to see these Jeeps. And I'm here for everybody, so if somebody asks me they want to see something, I'm going to try to get it for them the best I can. If I remember. I almost didn't remember that. Bumps. And if you look, I'll tell you, well, I'll stop here. You're wondering why I'm spending so much time on the Sawdust drag at the front mill. This thing is getting filled up. You can have anything. I think somebody wanted me to show them this. I'm not sure if I already did this or not in the video. This is a grain drill I paid a couple $100 at an auction for. Had these hydraulic lines from a yard sale that I bought. And it goes down in there, it comes up. But see how it all piles up there and piles that way? Well, if this wasn't here and you had a Sawdust drag, the angle of repose might take it longer and keep the stuff off that way. So that's one of the reasons that I'm playing with the Sawdust drag at the other mill so much. A couple mowers, I had that one going, been playing with that. I gotta go dig an irrigation pump out for a guy, so we'll drive by that. All right, on the Jeeps. Now I don't know whether I own that one or not. I was gonna buy it for $200 and play with it, but I just don't have time for another project. I think that's a 2A. This is a CJ5. It was running when it came in here. It's certainly not running now. I think, yeah, somebody took a spark plug out of it. Now, I don't know who the hell, who did that. So it's probably full of water now. It's probably locked up. Yeah, that's full of water. So if it ended up to the crank, it'd be all right, but not good. This is mine, and there's some fenders around here for that too. That's the windshield. No, there's another windshield frame over there. This is a CJ3A military. There was a big tree up there, somewhere up in there, that when it died, I told the guy that's storing, these are stored, these are not mine. I said, you better move that Jeep. I said, there's a tree. Well, I didn't think it was going to come down. I just kind of wanted the Jeeps out of here. They've been here for 20 years. And the tree came down, not this tree here. There was another tree up there, but that's the limbs that it knocked down. It was about a 26-incher oak up in there. This is so that's what that is. And it's not hurt beyond, you know, because all the body here is solid. If you look over here, I think the body's all intact. See, you got a little crinkle there, but not much. But the body's all in good shape. It's going to need a new windshield frame. I'm pretty sure that one's not what it should be. And the door, you know, some good body people could bring that back. The hoods, so it's not really, it was the branches off this one that got that one. Anyway, next in line is I don't know, in the 50s, mid 50s, I guess, truck. That was running when it came here too. It's got a winch tucked in the back. Then that's just Jeep parts, miscellaneous Jeep parts. Used to have a lot of Jeeps here, but don't have as many anymore. So that's for the guy that was asking for the Jeeps. I'll show him a couple others to make him drool. I'm still working on putting that distributor in the one Jeep that I started maybe 2 years ago. And I don't do anything all the way. I think most of you guys know that. I flutter to more stuff than a ping pong in a wind tunnel. To get the irrigation pump out, I'll probably take the boom truck down there and just lift it up. I got to look underneath of it and probably put tires on it. I'll show you where it's at. It's been sitting for, I don't know, 20 years. But I got to bring that down. Nice wagon. Brick sawmill part. Now for the Jeep guy, there's a few Jeeps in the back behind this barn here. There's 2 or 3 back there. There's a couple frames. I don't know if you can see them. Are you getting dizzy yet? So we put a little Jeep in this one. This is a 51 3A. That I keep the hoods open, but the trouble is you can see it looks like it snowed in here. Those are from those bumbly bees, boring bees, and there's a mud dauber's nest. It's terrible, but when I put a cover over it, then the mice get in there and chew everything. So before I run it, I'll pressure wash it. It might run now. This is a 1969 CJ5. This is a 3A. This one's pretty rust free. It's got a new body. Now I don't know if you can see over there. There's a 70 V6 Jeep with a blown motor, but I plan on Jeffrey can rebuild all these motors, so that ain't a big deal. That's a V6. It's a 4-cylinder out of another Jeep. I guess I missed one Jeep over there. Anyhow, now we'll go down there and show you the irrigation pump that I got to drag up. I didn't learn how to get the videos put together. I worked on that for 2 hours the other day. I made 3 videos. I told it on the show I made 3 videos, and oh, it took me 2 hours just to get them down to where you could see them, but then I don't know how to go from there. I worked on it for longer, and now I just got frustrated and left. There's a squirrel target. There's a nice little 6.8 point buck down here floating around. He sleeps underneath this sawmill. Now, a long time ago, before any of these buildings and stuff were here, that all used to be planted in vegetables. And that's the pump that ran everything. Well, I got to get underneath of it and look at the pump to make sure it looks all right. I don't think the motor runs anymore because it's been sitting there for probably 20 years. So it's going to need a little bit of work. But that thing, I'll have to dig out some pictures of it. It would water all this field. Remember, there was none of this here. This is all just field. That berm right there wasn't there. That building wasn't there. All those trees weren't there. This was all planted, and that pump would irrigate it. It pumps about 700 gallons a minute, which ain't no little amount. Garden's come along good. We'll walk over to the garden. This short video turned long, didn't it? I think I left you in this spot where I showed all this stuff. I drove the big wheel up to the house but it stopped running about up there. I think it got vapor locked. I haven't got the filter stuff on it, but I can work later up there by the house because I got more lights. I don't feel like turning on the lights there, and I got some work to do up there. Here's the update on the garden. I do have water here now, not very much, but I got enough to feed everything. Here's the potatoes. I had to put this stuff here because the deer were reaching through and eating the potatoes. They look a little dry, don't they? But now you can see water down in there. I watered last night for about 6 hours. It just trickles in. I might put it down. I got the hose up there because this is higher than it is where I'm watering at. Those are squash and the zucchinis. Those are tomatoes. Squash and zucchinis, like I said, that tomato there, I think it grew 6 inches last night. That's a cherry tomato. There's little tomatoes on it. A lot of volunteer tomatoes. Lots of volunteers. That's what all those down there are. Whoops, and down there are. Anyhow, that's what's going on. Now I'm getting back to playing with the sawmill. And I'll show you what I'm up to, and I think I might have said the wrong stuff in a sawmill video, in the past. Because it will not work the way I said it would work. And so I'll go over that a little bit. Hope I didn't screw anybody up. I've been playing with this lever. Now, as you know, I'm trying to get this thing down here. Remember, I got all that stuff there. I did work on this piece here because it had an 1/8 of an inch of play here. But that's where this likes to be. But what I said is, according to Frick, I thought this pulley here, I'm trying to look and see at the same time, and this pulley back there are supposed to be level. But that would not possibly work, because if that's level, then as you pull it, it's not gaining much length. Okay, I don't think it's gaining as much length as if it was straight up, because it's going over top dead center. So I'm going to adjust that, or well, actually I'm going to take those belts off and put the old belts I had on it back on it. These are a little bit stretchier. You can see I can get to where I'm going over dead center. That's how stretchy they are, and I don't like that. The neutral switch seems to be going good, but the next problem I have, this belt here is real old and heavy, and I don't know, I might have to build a slide for it. You can't really see it down in there. That belt goes from this pulley here all the way to the back pulley up there, and there's so much weight on that it pulls this belt down just enough to make it drive, and that's what I don't like. So I might have to build a sled or a slide that goes on there. So that's what's going on here. What else is going on here? Not much. I got my second order of these in because I wasn't smart enough to order the right amount the first time. I don't even know. Oh, there they are over there. So I'm working on that. I might metal detect those logs after dinner. I got to go get that water pump up, and well, I'm just going to bring the knuckle boom truck up and pick it up and put the tires and all that kind of stuff on it. And if I knew how to put more than one video together, I would do that. I might do a video of picking it up because that might be interesting. Yeah, I'll do a video of picking that irrigation pump up. So that's where we're at on this mill, and I'll probably come down and work after dark because it's not too hateful down here. So ain't got much else to say. I just sit down here with my radio. It's peaceful. Nobody bothers me. Next week I hope to start working on that thing there. That's a log turner. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, or don't. And I guess the next movie I'll do is lifting up that irrigation pump over there, and hope there aren't a bunch of bees in it. I've been fighting two, what are those, bald haze hornets over on my loader, because I've been working on the loader too, because I need to get it going for a job. So hit the like button, subscribe if you would, it would help. Hit the bell icon to get notification next time I put a video up, is what they tell me. But I don't think that's always true, because I got a lot of bell notifications hit on people that aren't showing up anymore. So I apologize to anybody that's watching me that I usually watch, but I just don't get the notifications that I used to get. And if you guys are watching this, you probably got the notification. So I don't know what to say. It's kind of a which came first, the chicken or the egg. See you later. Bye-bye.